Thanks for stopping by Burst of Flavors. Today we're going to make rice pilaf with beef, otherwise known as Uzbek Plov rice pilaf. This dish was given to me by one of my good friends, Natalia, and she taught me how to make this. Spasibo, Natalia. Let's go ahead and make sure we have our ingredients. You want 3 large carrots. You also want turmeric, ground coriander, ground cumin, 1 large onion, 2 heads of garlic, parboiled rice, salt, and black pepper. Let's go ahead and prepare our beef. Let's go ahead and remove the beef from the package. I bought beef stew, and you want to make sure that you cube and cut up the beef into strips. Next, let's go ahead and cut up our carrots. I'm using thick carrot. You want to julienne the carrot and make sure that the julienne strips are pretty large. You want this to hold its shape when it cooks with the rice. So this is the look that you want with the carrots. Next, we're going to cut an onion in half and then into quarter-size half disc. So go ahead and use a sharp knife and cut your onions in half and then into quarter-size disc. Now we're going to heat an oil in a Dutch oven or cast iron pot on medium-high heat. And then we're going to add the meat and cook until brown in color. This should be for about 20 minutes. Continue to stir on high. And this is the look that you want and the consistency. Notice that the meat is beginning to brown. Next, we need to add our onions. So let's add the onions, and we're going to cook the onions with the meat until the onions are soft and golden brown. This should take about 10 minutes. Go ahead and stir that onion in. Now that the onions have cooked down, let's go ahead and add 2 cups of boiling hot water. Make sure that water has boiled in a kettle and it is hot. And next we're going to add our flavors. Let's go ahead and add our ground cumin, turmeric, ground coriander, and the rest of the salt. Mix and taste. Here's where you need to adjust the flavors to your liking. I'm using about 2 tablespoons each of the coriander, the turmeric, and the cumin. Cumin is one of my favorite spices, by the way. Okay, we're going to cover with the lid and simmer over medium-low heat for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the meat is tender. Now let's remove the lid. It's been about 30 minutes. And we're now going to spread the carrots. Let's spread the carrots evenly on top of the meat and don't mix them in. All right, just spread them on the top and then cover with the lid. And we're going to cook the carrots for about another 5 minutes. Now we're ready to add the rice. Let's add the rice, and you want to add the rice and spread it evenly over the meat, onions, and carrots. And don't stir the rice, simply place it on top. All right, use your hand and spread it out. Make sure you cover up the meat and the carrots. Next, we're going to slowly add hot boiling water. The water should be about 1/2 inch above the rice. And you notice that I'm using a spoon. I don't want to disturb the layers, all right? And we want to bring this to a boil on high heat. And when the water disappears from the top, you're going to lower the heat down to really low. Now that the rice is cooked, you can see it has a good consistency. We're going to place 2 garlic head. I've cut off the tops of the head of the garlic, and so it's exposed. So let's place the garlic head exposed size down into the middle of the steaming rice so it gets covered with the rice. And cook on low for about another 10 to 15 minutes. And voila, here our rice is done. It has a great consistency. Great way of using parboiled rice. Now go ahead and use a fork and stir, and that's the consistency that you want. This actually came out great. I'm not going to completely stir it up until it cools down a bit. My rice pilaf with beef has come out fantastic. Natalia would be proud of me. Naslodzdacja.